Hello.
Hello. Hey there, guys. It's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now for our topic today, which is why are decisions important? And we've just gone live over there on Instagram as well. Welcome, guys. We'll wait for a few people to join us. I'm going to do some sharing and you can do some talking.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Lee. Thanks for that wonderful introduction. And great to be here this evening. I'm really excited to be here on Facebook Live this evening. Great to see Mandy Rees just joined us. G'day, Mandy. Hi to Gabby Viner. Shani down in Sydney. Good evening.
That's working.
And Jackie Opie, hello. Gabby Viner, hello to you.
Not as excited as
Richard
I am.
Wiseman over in the UK, is that right?
Yes.
Richard is? Yeah, g'day,
Yes.
Richard. Welcome. I'm feeling a bit grey and woolly. I just noticed I haven't shaved for a couple of days and starting to get a bit of a growth. Colette over there in cold New Zealand. I'm sure it's cold there. Good evening in Auckland because it's damn cold here on the Gold Coast this evening.
I just took my jumper off, but anyway.
It's cold. We're in a airtight room. All right. Mandy Rees says, "Hey guys, great to be here." Thanks, Mandy. Big Nick,
shares.
g'day Nick. Belinda Miller, hello to you, and Michelle Peel. Hi, great to see you. Bruce Partridge, g'day, welcome. Richard says, hi Leanne and Simon from Hampshire in the UK. And if you've just joined us over on Instagram, say
g'day.
g'day.
It's Mark, I think.
We've got Mark over there on Instagram. G'day, Mark. How are you? And going live on Facebook and also live on Instagram. So we've got a great topic. Lee's just finishing the shares. Our topic is why are decisions important?
Yes.
Why do you think they're important?
Nah, they're not important.
They're not. So why are decisions important? We're going to be talking about that. Bernie Island. Edith's just joined us. Bernie says, hey, great to be here. No, there'll be some inspiration. Jeff Nixon. G'day, Jeff. Bet you it's cold down your way. Edith says, evening. G'day. Hello. Ebony. Hey, guys. Hope you're well. Thanks. Love the topic. Nick says, hi, Leanne and Simon. Great to be here. Thanks, big fella.
Alrighty.
Good to have you here. Christine Zeeb says, hello. Hello, Chrissy from Perth. G'day, Chrissy from Perth.
So I've got
Over here on Instagram, we've got Lacey78 joined us. G'day, welcome to you.
And Damien's just joined us. Hey, Damien.
And Mark said hello over there. And also we've got Be Free Lifestyle
that's
number
Michelle.
9. Oh, is it? Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to you guys over there on Instagram. Thanks for joining us live. On Insta, Lee's just slightly out of shot. We'll just try and move.
I'll just move closer to you.
We'll just move the camera here on Instagram a little bit. There we go. So we're a little bit more
Hey,
in.
Damien.
And hi to everyone.
And Roz has joined us. Awesome.
Roz has joined us. I'm just going to reposition
And
this one.
Luana says hi from Emerald. You're not
G'day.
usually in Emerald, are you, Luann? I don't think so.
Well, she is at the moment. She's an emerald. All right, so we've got a great topic to discuss this evening called Why Are Decisions Important? Lee, gee, it's coming up to my birthday in a couple of weeks.
What was that got to do with anything? He just wants to tell everyone.
You got to make.
And you're turning the big 5-0.
I am turning the big 5-0. But, it comes about making decisions in life. And there's some big decisions that you make when you turn 50.
Really? What kind
Apparently.
have you shared any of these with me? Should I know about these
Well,
decisions?
maybe.
Not a midlife crisis, is it?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, I'm just going out and buying a boat, a jet ski. I'm sure you won't mind.
Yeah, well.
No, not at all. So anyway, so why are decisions important? Decisions are important because they underpin our day-to-day life. Everything we do in life is underpinned by thousands and thousands of decisions from when we wake up in the morning to when we go to bed at the end of the day. We make constant decisions throughout our day. Damien says, buy a new car. I've got a great Audi convertible, Damien, but thank you. I love it. Love putting the roof down.
He just gets to drive my car.
And I get to drive the AMG as well, so, best of both worlds.
One day we'll get another new car.
Yeah, that's right, but, it's, good, love the cars that we've got. So why are decisions important? As I said, day-to-day functionality of what we do in our life is underpinned by the decisions that we make. And it's a starting point to create the life. Create the day, create the week, create the month, create your life. Right? If you don't make decisions about what you're going to do each and every day, Lee, what happens?
You don't move forward. You don't create what you want. You don't get the things that you want in life.
Nope. You become a couch potato.
Yeah.
What do they get?
Fat.
That's
Probably should say that.
That's what I was going to say. They get a fat ass, actually.
Oops.
So being a couch potato is certainly not a great thing. So you've got to make decisions that create a starting point in your life and move you forward. And of course, decisions, what else do? They empower you, right? They empower you to propel yourself forward in a forward motion, right? To go somewhere, do something. Get out of bed, make a cup of coffee, have your breakfast,
Get your
have a
eyebrows
shower.
tattooed this morning.
You made a decision to get your eyebrows tattooed, and they're not even red.
Do they look bad?
We
Look,
were
can you tell?
hoping
They're shiny.
she was going to come on Facebook tonight, and they were going to be red and
I might
really
have done I
dark.
might have done a Rachel wore my sunglasses.
So-
But look, they're not even they're a bit shiny
Yeah,
because
they're a
they've
bit
got
shiny.
stuff on them.
yeah, but they're not red. They're not red. But that happened when we got our tattoos on our arms.
Yeah.
Mine like bled and was red
like,
and
"Ah."
inflamed, and yours was like,
Yeah.
yeah. Obviously, your body loves inking.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting some more done on Saturday.
Shh, no more. You said no more.
Oops.
All right. So every choice that we make brings two things. Brings about power in the choice, but it also brings possibilities. Mick Island says, "Hey Simon, you're
10 runs behind me.
10 runs behind you."
Because you're 50, he's 60.
Yes, I am. Sorry, I went straight over my head. I had mine done in December, says Ebony. Best decision ever, don't even hurt. Well, Lee actually had hers done 12 months ago,
Yeah,
Ebony.
so mine was a touch
So
up.
they're actually redoing them.
Yeah.
And
It hurts a tiny bit. It depends. Like in this inner bit, it hurts a little bit, but not much. Not too bad.
So, power and possibilities. That's what comes from decisions. What else? What else is something important about decisions, Lee? Come on. Make a decision, will you?
I can't decide.
What else is important about decisions?
We have got notes and I don't know where we're up to, so that's why I'm kind of umming and ahhing.
What else is important about decisions? Well, decisions, we've already said they...
It changes our experience
It
of
does.
life.
It does. Changes our experience of life. So we can either choose to be on purpose or choose to go about our day in a certain way. Alternatively, if we... G'day, David. Thanks for joining us.
Don't overthink it.
Gabby says, don't overthink it. That's right, make a decision. Colette said, I had mine done and it hurt like hell. It was the worst. All right.
We're not laughing at you, Colette. Sorry.
Well, that was a look. It was a good decision to get it done, Colette. But obviously, maybe the person you went to wasn't so good. I don't know.
So the lady I went to, she does like 10 a day, 5 days a week,
That's all
every
she
week
does.
for like 4 or 5 years. She's been doing it.
You didn't go to a tattoo parlour.
No.
No, run by bikies.
No.
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 All right, so let's get back on topic. So as you take control of experiences, you can change where you are in life. You can change the place of where you are, but you can't do that if you're not prepared to make decisions, right? So you can't move forward in anything we do without actually making decisions around what it is that we want to do or want to achieve.
Agatha's watching us on TV.
Excellent.
Agatha, can you take a photo and send to us?
Yeah,
That'd be
that'd be
awesome.
great.
We want to see a picture of us on the TV and we can post it on our Facebook.
Colin said it was a great decision, but I don't do pain. Joe says, hey, Leanne and Simon. G'day, Joe.
We'll smile
And
for Agatha.
over here on Instagram, thanks for following us over there. We've got a few followers on Instagram, and thanks for joining us there. So getting back to decisions are important. So we've talked about they underpin everything that we do in every day. And we make unconscious decisions every day,
Yeah.
right? Just unconsciously. When you get in a car and you go to drive, you're making decisions every single move that you make.
And it's funny, you go a bit into autopilot sometimes, even
Yeah,
with the decision.
absolutely.
So I drive a certain way to, let's say, get my lash appointment, and you'll get in the car and drive. It's like, that's not the way we go. Because I'm just used to going there and just it's on autopilot.
we still got there, right? I just made a different decision.
That's
and look,
right.
we all do. We all make different decisions each and every day. We make different choices, and those decisions are unique to us. They really are.
Nick says, do your decisions define you?
Do they define you? I don't. Well, I don't know. I don't think that. Well, it depends what the decisions are, Nick. Because if they're life-changing decisions, like, my first decision to leave my first marriage was a life-changing, defining decision. So, yes, in that respect, I would say absolutely.
Well, choosing to marry me was a life-changing decision.
Absolutely. That was defining. So there you go. There's two big monumental decisions that people make, that I've made in my life. And I think, we all make decisions. Some are huge and they're life-changing and they can define us, but others are insignificant and so small that we do them on autopilot.
Well, we both made the life-changing decision of joining this business, right?
Absolutely.
And then the other decision of making it a serious business. And the other decision of then following the system and, there's decisions all along the way, right?
There is. And then the other decision, of course, is to make a decision to be successful, right? Because...
sorry, I was just going to read. Gabby says, allows you to be confident to change direction at any point.
Yeah, look, I think if you don't make decisions and you're a bit of a... decision phobe, sit on the fence, procrastinator, you really don't move forward proactively in anything you do in life. You get held back and your progress is slow. So decisions allow you to move forward. And as I said, with the size of the decisions that we make, right? Big ones like we've done in our lives, and then small ones that we make every day when we get up. What are the kids going to have for lunch? It's a decision that you make.
I'll let them have that decision.
Well, sometimes, right? Jo says she decided to start kickboxing last night and loved it.
Awesome.
All right, let us know whether you're sore tomorrow, Jo, though.
It's the second or third day, which are the worst.
Yeah, decided you loved it the first night, I'm sure you did. It's a bit like, tell the story about Jayla, hey?
Oh, Jayla's started she's been doing dance for a while, but she's now on a Monday got dance from 3:30 to 7:30 in the evening, so 4 hours of dance. And all she could say this morning and last night was, oh my God, my legs, my legs, my legs. I'm like, oh, it's going to hurt more tomorrow.
It wasn't just her legs, it was her chest, her breathing, her abs.
Everything.
She was sore everywhere. So kickboxing's not much different, right, to dancing. Agatha says, I'm just charging the iPad to take the photo because if I try to
my
take
camera disconnects.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep, sure. All right, thanks for that. All right, now there is something I want to talk about decision making, and there was a law that came out called the first law of motion, and it's also known as the law of inertia. And I want to read this little quote because it's really important, actually. So if you think about the decisions we make, and think about the law of inertia. So an object in motion will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an external force. All right? So an object will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an external motion. Now, if you relate that to your life, and so you can either be in motion or you can be at rest in your life, right? Going through life constantly, don't make any changes, you go the same way to work every day, you have the same thing for breakfast every day, you don't make different choices or different decisions. You walk on the same beach, you walk the same way, you don't change it up. And I think when you do that, you're just not moving forward, right?
You're in your comfort zone.
Yeah, and you're becoming what?
Complacent.
Stagnant? Yep. All right. So, but if you apply force to change this, will it change your current direction?
Yes.
Yeah, of course it will.
Richard says, life's a journey and defining decisions dictate the new direction your life will take on your journey.
Absolutely. Defining decisions. I like that. That's, and defining, we talked about, do our decisions define us? Well, they do.
Some do.
Some do, but not all. Not all do. So the force that we have to apply to create a decision begins with a thought and a belief.
Yep.
Because you've got to believe you can go the new direction or go the new way or have the new breakfast cereal or go a different way to to where were we going?
To the lash.
To the lash place. So go a different way, right? Doesn't it just changes.
And you know what? Your decisions, like let's say you make the decision to be successful. Let's say you make the decision to start a business or whatever. Sometimes you're going to question those decisions.
Totally.
You're not necessarily always going to be like, excited and passionate. You might get scared, or you might get frightened, or you might
get
have
derailed,
doubts or get derailed.
You get derailed by something or somebody. Somebody becomes your stopper and throws a curveball at you or says, "Oh, do you know about this?"
And then you question the decision, right?
That's right.
So,
have you seen this? Have you heard of this?
You got to keep making decisions sometimes over and over again to be moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I think that decisions underpin our life, and you currently make, as I said, you make thousands of them every single day. But what they do is they actually create your experience each and every day. So you can create an experience in life each and every day. Like I said before, what are you going to have? What snack are you going to have? What are you going to have for lunch? Where are you going for dinner? These are all decisions that you make.
What flavoured chocolate you want to eat?
Yeah, some people make those decisions really well. Some people don't. And sometimes we've got to be really strong against those decisions, I want a glass of wine. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. After I finish this, I will.
That's a no question for you. Come on.
There's no decision to be made.
It's just a given.
All right. So anyway, moving on to our next segment here. I'm just changing over our palm cards so that we're on purpose. So we're on purpose. Now, you want to talk about the next bit, Lee?
Sure. I might gotta go. What? Okay. So
Kim Andrews, g'day Kim Andrews. You go with that. I'll talk about what's Ebony's saying. So Ebony said, you go to there. I love that. And a lot of the time we have to keep making the same decisions over and over to get where we want to go. Absolutely. Jane Cameron, hello. Welcome to you. Thanks for joining us.
So the more aware and skilled you become making decisions that are in alignment with your future self, the more you will create reality your way.
Yes. That's powerful. So let's read that again. The more aware and skilled you become making decisions that are in alignment with your future self. So, thanks, Mick. So where do you want to go? What is your future self? So make decisions that are in alignment with your future self. What's your future self? We've spoken about future self on a previous episode, and if you're not familiar with your future self, go back and check out our previous episode.
You just go to videos on the Loving Life Now page. All the videos are there. So
go on YouTube, Simon and Leanne. They're on there, and they're also on Simon and Leanne Instagram page on IGTV.
You guys over there, hello.
On IGTV. So check them out on IGTV, Instagram TV, on Simon and Leanne, and also Simon and Leanne YouTube channel.
So Mick's laughing at us because he's like, oh my God, notes on paper. Because we're like the digital.
We are digital.
We actually have notes on paper.
Yes, well, we don't have a prompter in front of us.
But we need a teleprompter.
That's what we need. That'll be the next thing. Oh, we didn't set up our microphone tonight.
No.
Bernie and Mick, we didn't set up our big grey microphone.
We have a cool microphone.
Oh, my goodness. That was a bit remiss. But anyway, that's all right. Using paper for notes. Yeah, thank you. All right, so what else have we got, Lee, to talk about why decisions are important? Is there any other big things for you that come up around decisions?
I suppose, no, not really.
No, not really?
No.
I think some people find it really hard to make decisions.
Yeah.
And I think, if we just sort of digress a little bit, there's some really big decisions that we make in our lives, and sometimes we're forced to make those decisions. Sometimes they're life-changing decisions, which you and I have made, obviously, to change our lives separately and then come together and be united together. And that's a big decision for us and for just big decisions in our life, right?
Yeah.
And people go through those decisions in their lives, and some people don't. And some people actually make the decision to...
Not make a decision.
Well, some people make a decision to actually be the best version of themselves and stay in the job they're in, or the career they're in, or the relationship they're in, or whatever it might be. So, they're making decisions as well that are still life-changing and impactful. So I think no matter what the decision is, it's certainly impactful on your life.
So I've heard this saying before. So whether you make a decision or not, either way, you're still making a decision.
Yeah.
Because you're either making a decision not to make a decision.
But then what do you do once you make the decision?
You got to take action.
Yep. But you got to make it right.
Yeah. By taking the action and making it right.
So make the decision, and then make the decision the right decision by making it right. And that's something you and I talk about often. So that's why I was throwing it to you, because I'm thinking, God, you're going to pick up what I'm putting down.
No.
All right. So let me just read something out here. Very rarely are decisions so final that they can't be course corrected into new desired directions. So as you realize this concept, you'll discover a new freedom in decision-making process that allows you to take action while knowing that this action need not be perfect or ideal to get you closer to the experience you desire. There's some key points in that statement, and that is that, you've got to realize that you make the decisions. They don't have to be the most perfect decision, but you've got to believe in your decision and your outcome, and know that taking action is then going to, create the experience or the desired result that you want.
Well, sometimes you make a decision and it might not be the right decision. Yeah. And then you've got to, like it says, course correct.
You've got to course correct.
So Bernie says, no decision is agreeing to what it is. No decision can render you powerless.
Yeah.
And Colette says, I like that, Simon.
Yeah. Awesome. So why do decisions fail? Why do decisions fail? They fail because people are unclear on their priorities. So they make decisions, but then they're unclear on their priorities. Now, this is a big section for us because we're moving into our topics each week are going to be based around the next module in our personal development program, which is about decisions, right? We've gone through departure and changing our thinking and departing from the masses. And now it's all about the importance of making decisions. Nicole says, make the decision right. Wow, thank you for sharing. I've had a massive shift with that. Awesome. Thanks, Nicole. And it's about making the decision and then making it right, because it depends on then the action and the follow through that you take. So decisions fail because we're unclear on our priorities, but it also inhibits our abilities to then create what we want. Because if we're unclear on the priority and why it's important to us and why we're making that decision, of course it's going to inhibit that decision, right? It's going to make it harder.
Absolutely.
Now, there is some other things that actually derail decisions, and that is when you derail yourself, right? So we're talking about what we mentioned before, and what Nicole said was a massive shift for her, and that was making the decision a right one with the follow through, right? Now, what can allow decisions to fail is when people go off and have too much fun and they make decisions in the moment. And the decisions then...
Like people in Vegas who are drunk and go get married.
Yes.
As an example. Not that we did that, but I'm just saying.
But decisions then... So then those decisions then distract people from where they were actually going, right? So there is times when decisions will fail, but it's because we allow them to fail, right? So it goes back to make a decision and then make it right, make it the right decision by making it right and taking action.
Well, Gabby says making decisions becomes easier when you're in tune with where you want to go.
Oh, look, totally. Yeah, I think that decisions are powerful, right? We've made lots of decisions, even since, even since we have got together, decisions on buying a house, right? You got a new car a year and a half ago, and that was a decision that we made.
We needed one to fit everyone.
and then what were some of the other decisions? You know, we decided recently to get solar on our house, and we got that installed. And at the moment, I'm making a decision about heating our pool and about putting a heater on it, and so that we can use it 9 months of the year instead of 3. Our pool's not in a great position in the property, so therefore it doesn't get a lot of sun, and is actually quite a cold pool.
Yeah.
And the kids don't use it enough. We don't get enough use out of it. So, we're looking at making a decision around heating it. So we've got to make the decision, then we've got to follow through on that decision by, I'm getting quotes and people coming out, and then I've got to make the decision who's going to get the job, and then we've got to make the decision to use the damn thing, right? Because you've got to make it right. So it's no good going and spending $4,500 on heating the pool if we don't use it, because we're not following through on the decision.
Yeah.
Right?
Someone's saying hello over here.
And how would we relate that to the solar? That is Amy R66. Looks like Amy.R663. G'day, Amy.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us over there on Instagram. And, of course, for those of you that are here on Facebook with us, look, what more can we say about decisions? I mean, you just got to make them. You've got to make them and then make them right. Make them and make them right.
Follow through. Make the decision.
Love some of the interaction, some of your comments on Facebook here, and also over there on Instagram. If you don't want to share any other comments on making decisions about some of the big decisions that you've made in your life that have led you to where you are today. And some of those decisions are career orientated, some are family orientated. Some people make decisions to have kids, some people don't.
That reminds me of a video.
Video? Which one?
We did a video the other day on TikTok. Remember it? The one about we've decided. So we're like really straight face, no laughing. We're like, we've decided that we've made the decision that we don't want to have any children, and we're going to tell them tonight at dinner. Sorry, I know it's a bad joke. Anyway.
Making a decision. Straight-faced. We made a decision.
Yep.
That was funny. All right, so Edith says, make them right, love it. Thanks, guys. That's all right. You're welcome.
Moving to Queensland
Michelle
from Victoria 20 years ago.
Yes, that's a big decision.
Making a decision and following through with it. Mine was to stop self-medicating with alcohol. Changed my life.
Oh, good on you,
awesome, Jackie.
And look, that's a big decision for a lot of people. There's that. There's all sorts of decisions that we make that can improve who we're being. Our well-being, our sense of health, etc. Brett Hudson said, "Yep, 10 years for us from moving. Best decision I made was to believe in giving this a go. Love the community. Thanks, Sally." And best decisions, I made a decision 18 months ago to move to the Gold Coast.
You did?
Yeah.
That was the best decision ever.
That's right. Best decision ever. Made a decision to marry you. There you go.
Oh, that was even better decision. You're making some good decisions.
Yeah. So, make smart choices and good decisions. Mick says, you have to like your own decisions because not everyone will. That's true.
Yeah.
Not everyone will. Not everyone will support you in your decision making. Agatha says, made a decision to move down to the coast away from everyone. I knew in order to focus on business and being a full-time mum, I presume. I made a decision today. Lots more ads. Excellent, Roz.
Good decision, Roz.
Good decision. And have we got anything over there? Amy says hello, but we haven't got any comments over there on Instagram, but that's okay. So I think that's about all I've got on making a decision. So we might make a decision to wrap it up.
I think that's a good decision.
That's a good decision. So look, thank you for joining us all on Facebook Live and on Instagram this evening. We're going to be back same time next week, 7:30. Live on Loving Life Now, and we'll share it across the other pages with another great topic in the decision series. So come join us next week and hear our perspective on the topic and what we've got to share about it.
Yep, sounds good to me.
And bring your thoughts and bring your shares. We'd love to hear from you.
And if you haven't checked out our photos from the weekend at Artfo, make sure you do that.
Yeah, some awesome photos. Bernie said, awesome decision to leave a teaching career. Awesome. Who was that? Who left the teaching career? Bernie did. Yes. And Bernie says, huge thanks. Thanks, Bernie.
You're welcome.
Check out those photos on Instagram.
Loving, I can't read that.
It says, loving this, guys. Thank you once again. Thanks, Be Free Real Lifestyle. Is that what it is? Be Free Lifestyle.
Be Free Lifestyle. Maybe it's not who I think it is. It's someone
So
different.
thanks for joining us on Instagram and also on Facebook, and we'll see you next week. Same time on both, and check out IGTV and also Simon and Leanne on YouTube. Thanks guys.
Bye.
Bye.